Gene F. Unsolved Mystery, Episode 9. Deleted Scene. And for what I've noticed, that Issei, that his, even though he's a pervert, when the girls engages with him, Issei kind of freezes up and like he's scared. Any questions? Ooh, me. Yes. Well, since I've seen the anime of Issei and the girls every time they, engage in type of suggestive event, Issei, he kind of freezes up. I don't know if you can tell at a body language, because I can see, like, his body language. You can see him, he's like pulling back, stepping away, like he's don't want to get involved or engages in anything. Like he's backing away. Yeah, we've seen that. Yeah, but let's not forget the other episode on High School DxD Heroes or Hero, where Asia, Irina, Zenobia, and Issa are in the closet. When when Zenobia and Asia, they, well, you know what. And when I saw Issei's face expression, like he's scared, terrified, and I could see him like getting up, like he's trying to run away, because in his eyes, it looks like he's experienced it before, being scared, or some sign of betrayal. Yeah, I've been thinking the same thing too. I mean, granted, he never does anything. Yeah, that one doesn't make any sense. I mean, he's a pervert, but he doesn't do anything. How does that even make any sense? Well, there are some things that cannot be answered, and I don't have the answers for it. So, I guess. What do you think, Scorp? Well, from your answers, yes. It seems that whenever the females try to get with him, Issei kind of tenses up and tries to back away or run away or trying to get away from the situation that he's been through before. And the scared expression on his face whenever they get close to him, he kind of frees up. But I think I have the answer. Wait, I think I know what this is going. Issei is still hurt by Rainier's betrayal. Yep, saw it coming. What do you mean? You were there. We both saw the episode where Issei confesses his experience with his ex-girlfriend, Yuma or Rainier. Yeah, he's still haunted and traumatized to this day. I mean, he still thinks about it. I mean, I get it. I mean, you get killed by your own girlfriend because you have a secret gear and whatnot. Yeah, that's true, mate. I mean, if I was Issei, I would be terrified and scared because I would avoid girls like a plague. So, does Issei have a gynophobia? Well, to answer your question, no. Issei does not display gynophobia. But you've seen him. When the girl's trying to get close to him, he freezes up and gets scared. Well, in the anime, and it says it's never confirmed that Issei has gynophobia. It never says that. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. But what about the other anime characters with gynophobia? I think I saw an anime. Well, I can't remember which one it is. I think I know what you're talking about. Well, there's this character. I think his name is Yukinari Sasaki. Yeah, that's the character with blue hair. And whenever girls touch him, he gets like hives. And like, he gets touched by a girl, he gets like chicken pox or something. And there's this other anime, and I forgot the title of it, but I do remember the character's name that he wears glasses. I think his name is Sakamachi Kenchiro. Yeah. Whenever a girl touches him, his nose bleeds. Like he's scared. Oh, and there was a video game, and they think they made the anime for him, but the character's name was Guy. Yeah, no name. He's just Guy. You seem to know a lot more. Hey, I've seen the old anime. Me and my brothers saw it, but you four, you're missing out. Jeez. We should probably watch that. Yeah, maybe someday. Anyways, like you said, I mean, if the character doesn't display gynophobia or behavior, then what? How come Issei gets scared when girls get close to him? What's the difference? Well, the difference is that when a male is afraid of girls, either experience from childhood or traumatic experience. But with Issei, he seems fine. He seems fine up until Rainier showed up and traumatized him for life. So, I mean, even though he did talk to them in the first season, so there is no fear or backing away. Well, until the girls get close to him intimately, and Issei freezes up and gets scared. You know, I'm always thinking the same question. How come Issei doesn't have gynophobia? And the other characters do have them from different animes and universes. And here's another thing that I find it really weird and odd. I mean, if Issei has the fear and traumatic experience, why doesn't he like go to therapy or psychiatrist or something? Yeah, I don't know if that make much of a difference. I don't know if Cool Academy ever has any therapist or counselor. But isn't the anime made like back in the 2010s? Yes. Well, hey you four, do you remember in your old days that the school doesn't have any counselors or anything? Well, not that I remember, but I guess. well, back in our days, in the 2000s, we never had any counselors or therapy in schools because they don't have them. Well, not until the 2010s. If I remember, if it's early, mid, or late 2010s. Okay, so I mean, what if Issei goes to a counselor and explains his problems? Really? How would a human counselor even explain even how would Issei explain to a human counselor that he was killed by his ex-girlfriend who turns out to be a fallen angel? How would a human even feel or react? What about a devil, fallen angel, or angel counselor? Well, I guess so. Well, technically, yes. But if Issei's scared, then why doesn't he know that those does he know that Akano, Rias, Konoko, or Ozia, Scanovia, etc. Does he even know that they're not like Raid Air? They would not do that to him? Well, it is hard to say. If I had to take a guess that Issei, if he knows or not know that they won't do the same thing that Rainier did. So I guess. Oh, I also have another question. Yes? There's this one that you left out when you talk about the devils, about their backstory. There's one thing you left out is I know this is unrelated. Okay, how come those two perverts like Matsuda Motohama? How come those two aren't even expelled or in juvie? How come those two aren't even in juvie or expelled? Yeah, I've been thinking about that. Now that I think about it, I mean, how come those two aren't expelled? Because they can expel Issei because he has a sacred gear. That is true, and that does have an interesting point. I mean, with those two, they meet peepholes in the kendo club, tennis, and other places. Those two would have been expelled because like I said, that territory is run by Rias and Sona. So, yeah. But why not expel those two perverts? I mean, why didn't she do it? That's a mystery we'll never know what Sona didn't do it or anything. Okay. Well, in my opinion, those two, Matsuda Motohama, they should have been expelled on the first season. Or be sent to juvie or prison. And there is another thing that I want to talk about Issei's, trouble of trying to figure out his traumatic experience, his PTSD. Then I'm saving that for later when I will talk about Rias. Yeah, but I want to figure out why do you hate Rias so much? Why? That's for you to find out, and I'll explain it once and for all and end this pointless drama once and for all. Guys, can you please stop arguing? Ugh, this is like last time. I mean, come on. Hey, sorry, but I want to know. I've grown curious about this. I want to know as well. Me too. Us four. Yes. And so that's why that Issei has, well, a fear of women. Because, like I said, Issei doesn't display a behavior of gynophobia. There's no evidence of it. Yeah, I guess. Yep. Yep, same here. And that's it for the deleted scene of episode 9. Like and subscribe, and see you later, guys.